Good morning. I'm Chaplain John Rawlison with the Dobbins Air Base Chapel, and thank you so much for joining us for our Advent devotional series. Today's December 24th, Christmas Eve, and our lesson begins with a reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verses 15 through 17. When they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" And he said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." And he said to him, "Feed my lambs, tend my sheep, feed my sheep." May God bless the reading of His holy word. We'll now have our devotional reading. Before Jesus' crucifixion, Peter had declared that even if others would abandon Jesus, that he would not, and that was in Matthew chapter 26. However, Peter failed to prove his love and loyalty to Jesus. And after Jesus' resurrection, we see another interaction between Jesus and Peter in John 21, which we just read. And after breakfast, Jesus singled Peter out and asked him 3 times, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Maybe this was to remind Peter of the 3 times that he had denied him. At the same time, in his dialogue, Jesus is restoring Peter even though he failed. Jesus desires Peter's love, and he gives Peter the responsibility to lead and to care for other people. And the question Jesus asked Peter are for us today as well. Do we truly love Christ more than all other people and all other things? And through his own life example, Jesus had demonstrated that true love is a personal choice and is freely given. It is the giving of oneself to another person for their sake without expectation of return favor. True love is selfless and is directed wholly to the other person for their own good and for their benefit. And Jesus said he came not to be served, but to serve as an expression of his love to people. He, in fact, laid down his life for enemies. We read in Romans chapter 5, verse 8, that God demonstrated his love towards us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And that's what Jesus did for us. And in asking, in John 14:21, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these others?" Jesus was challenging Peter's love for him. The real test of our love for Jesus is our love for others and our obedience to his commands. And serving the Lord by serving the people that he brings our way is true proof of our love for him. And this is authentic evidence that we are indeed his disciple. And as followers of Christ, we're called to love God wholeheartedly and to love our neighbor as ourselves by caring for them, ministering to them, and doing good to and for them, and even when they have not asked for or deserve it. On our own, we cannot do these things. That's why Jesus has given us the Holy Spirit. And when we voluntarily submit ourselves to the Holy Spirit, we'll be able to live and love and serve others just as Jesus did. I pray this brought you hope and encouragement this morning. Until tomorrow, Christmas Day, I'm Chaplain John Rawlison with the Dobbins Air Base Chapel.